Right. Then let's discuss 2024 context question on novel first. Okay. Poetry, same, context question one poem that is common for all, and other poetry questions, okay. Short stories also same. Only novel and drama become different. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
So it understood.
Sir.
I mean, drama and novel only different. But poetry and short stories, same for all. You can't select for context question one. Do you follow me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, I can understand.
Sir.
Can you understand what I said?
Yes. Yes.
All right. Now take down this. Do you have 2024 paper with you?
Yes, sir, I have.
Question is this. Question number 6. Question number 6. Part D. Oh, right. Question this. Nectar in the Sieve. Sanita, you have paper?
Yes, sir, I have.
No, sir.
Then question is this. Within inverted comma, nectar in a sieve denies poor people the courage and agency to fight injustice and thereby transform their lives for the better. Yes, they all end up as different kinds of victims and failures. Close inverted comma. Nectar in a Sieve denies poor people the courage and agency to fight injustice and thereby transform their lives for the better. They all end up as different kinds of victims and failure. Do you agree? Do you agree with this assessment of Kamala Markandaya's novel. Kamala Markandaya's novel. Right. What are your ideas about this, Kavishma? Now, when you write appreciation, how many words did you write?
300 words.
300. Senita, how many words did you write?
300 words.
Yes. Okay. Normally, you can manage the time and your writing speed you have to develop, right? And if you know quotations, quite correctly only include, otherwise, no need, okay? Right. Now, what is your idea about this? Nectar Sieve denies poor people the courage and agency to fight injustice and thereby transform their lives for better. They all end up as different kinds of victims and failures. How can you organize the answer? Right. First, I will dictate one. Right, okay? Can you write with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. Kamala Markandaya's post-colonial fiction brings out different types of tragedies that extremely innocent rural Indian folk had to envisage starting from colonial influence, subsequently facing the same pathetic plight, plight, even after the independence. Yes.
Excuse me, sir. Envisage spellings.
ENVISAGE, envisage, starting from colonial influence. Okay, did you write others?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yes. Now, the writer attempts to show the destitution of the grassroots level impecunious, impecunious, impecunious people
Pecunious.
Who just survive since they are born, but they see no any hope for the life. Yes. Full stop. The absence of social security on the side of the ruling authority is the major subject matter that the writer speaks through the narrator Rukmani, her family members, and her kith and kin. Yes. Full stop. The prevailing social injustice has often forced them to suffer from various sagas, sagas, from birth to death, resembling helpless wild animals. Yes. Full stop. The oppressive colonial influence has denied their human power to stand against the everlasting tragedy into which they have been driven. Yes. Nathan and the rest of the Minna serfs, SCRFS, serfs, mean tenant farmers, serfs who have no right, rest of the men are, speed very the Buddha, rest of the men are, දැන් මගේ ක්ලාස් වල ස්ටුඩන්ට්ස්ලා ලියලා දැන් එක ළමෙක් කිව්වා පිටු 3000ක් ලියලා තිනවා කියලා 3000 ගාණක් අවුරුදු දෙකට. දැන් යාලා full ready ලියන්න. Yes. Who have no right for, sorry, rest of the men are serfs, SCRFS serfs, who have no right for a plot of plot of land of their own to cultivate but they have to pay rent for the small piece of land that they cultivate and live. Cultivate and live. Yes. These poor people have no courage and agency to fight for injustice as they are ignorant and marginalized with no outside contact. The writer describes the extreme poverty-stricken condition that batters Rukmani's social class, social class. Now please read this part, either of you. Kavishma, did you write?
Yes.
Please read.
Nathan and the rest of it.
No, I mean from the beginning. Answer I ask you to read. Can you? Sunita, did you write?
Sir.
Did you write all? No.
Yes.
Can you read?
Okay, sir.
Yes.
Kamala Markandaya's post-colonial fictions bring out a different type tragedy. Extremely innocent rural Indian folk had to envisage starting colonial influence, subsequently facing the same pathetic event after the independence. The writer attempts to show the destitution of the grassroots, reveal the influenced people who just survive since they are born. They see no any hope for the life. The absence of social security on the side ruling authority is the major subject matter. The narrator, Rukmani, her family members, Kit and King. Social injustice has happened to suffer from various sages to death, resembling wild animal oppressive colonial influence depict their human forces to stand again away lasting to which they have been driven. Nathan and the rest of the men are survivors who have no rights for a plot of the land their own doom cultivate, but they have to pay a rent for the small piece of the land that they cultivate and live. These poor people have no courage to fight off injustice as they are ignorant and marginalized with no outside content. The writer describes the extreme poverty-stricken beggars, Rukmani's social class.
Right. Right. Second para. Hmm. all the characters except the landowner are the essential victims of different kinds of failures and Rukmani's family represents all types of victims starting from the collapse of her father's dignity, post and economical stability from the point of appointing the post of collector to the area instead of the village headman, right? I repeat, all the characters except the landowner are the essential victims of different kinds of failures, and Rukmani's family represents all types of victims, starting from the collapse of her father's dignity, post and economical stability from the from the point of appointing the post of collector to the area instead of the village headman. Yes. The narrator describes how her father was impoverished in consequence of himself losing his post, which then paved the way, P-A-V-E-D, paved the way for 12-year-old Rukmani to get married. The poor tenant farmer Nathan. Yes. Of course, a girl in her age 12 is still a child and not suitable to get married, then bring forth children. Full stop. She is neither physically nor mentally eligible for that adulthood. Yes. Therefore, this is a social injustice as well as a cultural crime. Cultural crime. Yes. Rukmani's life with Nathan is lugubrious. 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 One without receiving any social security. Yes. The arrival of the post of collector to the village shows the proportion of exploitation because the British rule oppressed the innocent rural Indian tenant farmers with different types of taxes. Yes. Nathan and all the other tenant farmers are the same innocent victims of absence of human rights, but they see no option to bring light for their otherwise darker lives. Now for today's program there are 6 students requested, but I sent messages to them, they didn't join. Yes, right. Since these people are ignorant and non-realistic, they have no idea about organizing themselves to fight for the injustice so that they just live believing that their tragedy is their own individual fault. Now actually their that tragic life is the absence of social security. There's a political criticism. Yes. The writer uh, introduces a detailed political criticism on the side of the post-colonial domestic Indian rule for not working to uplift the life life condition of this poor social class. Yes. Added to their common sadness. The tannery is built in the village, which creates revolutionary social and economical changes, making all the villages fall into a lifetime tragedy with exploitation, taxation, uh, privation, urbanization, as well as prostitution. Rukmani's daughter Iravadi at night engaged in prostitution to bring a rupee for the nutrition of her younger brother, lying on deathbed due to malnutrition. Yes. Rukmani's son is murdered by the watchers of the tannery, and one son leaves for Sri Lanka as a estate worker. Yes. Because of famine, famine, for several months, they have to depend on just rice water, which makes all of them malnutrition. Yes. Despite this sad situation, they have no option that there are no responsible authorities to provide them with the relief. Yes. Rukmani and Nathan live on charity till Nathan dies by the road. Yes. These are only few characters and incidents that show the absence of human rights and dignity for the entire poor people in rural India. Yes, Sanita, please read the second para from the place you stopped. Did you write? Or you missed some points?
No, sir. All the characters expect the landowner are the assessment victims of the different kinds of failures, and Rukmani's family represent all types of victims, starting from the collects for her father's dignity post and economical stability from the point of appoint the post of collector to the area instead of the village headman. The narrator describes who her father was impoverished in consequence of losing his post, which they were for 12 years. Rukmani to get married, poor tenant farmer. Nathan, of course, a girl in her age 12 is still child and not stable to getting marriage and bringing forth children, neither physically or mental. Allergy to the adult for therefore this social injustice well as a cultural crime. Rukmani's life with Nathan one without receiving any social security. The arrival of the post of the collector shows profession exploitation because British rule oppressed innocent Indian rural tenant farmers with different facts. Nathan, all the other tenant farmers are the same, innocent victims of human rights. They see non-obsession of light for their other rise to the lark since the people are ignorant and non-realistic. They have no idea about the organized for the fight for the injustice. So they just leave believing that their strategies are individual. For the writer introduces the detailed political criticism on the side of post-colonial domestic Indian rule for not working to uplift the life condition of these poor social classes. Add to their comment sadness the tannery built a village which create revolution, soil and economical changes, marking the village into the lifetime tragedy of the targeting provision, urbanization and prostitution. Rukmani's daughters Irvadi night to prostitute to bring money for her nutrition brother for lying on a death due to the malnutrition. Rukmani's sadness, which is of Channel 1, come to one son come to Sri Lanka as a stock worker for exam for the several months, which makes the malnutrition despite the sad situation of oppression, responsible authority to survive for with the relief. Rukmani and Nathan live in charity. Nathan decides this years are only a few characters and incidents that shows the human rights dignity for the poor people in rural area.
Finish. New para. The social injustice, the social. Kavishma, did you write?
Yes, sir.
The social injustice that oppress Rukmani's poor social class can also be understood as the absence of awareness, unity and organization on the side of these people, Yes. There is a division within the same suffering class so that it denies the courage and agency to fight. Yes. This failure was what made by the colonial hand having exploited the land from the general public. Yes. Markandaya brings out this story as a strong political criticism through introducing Rukmani's character as the narrator, who is also the protagonist, and the rest of the characters as supporting her best team. Yes. All characters in the novel end up with different kinds of victims and failures. Yes. There is no way to promote their life condition so that they have to remain slave-like victims for the lifetime. Full stop. Therefore, in conclusion, what we could tell is that Nectar in a Sieve denies poor people the courage and agency to fight injustice and thereby transform their lives for better. Their lives for better. Yes. The writer produces her theme with a strong political criticism related to the post-colonial ruling system of India. Ruling system of India. Right. Post-colonial mean now this is a post-colonial novel because it is written after independence in India. Right. Now you may tell I got nearly 1 hour to write because I dictated word by word, you know. You should be able to write like this to acquire marks. Therefore, you have to manage the time for that. Time management and writing. This time also enough. Huh? Every day if you write till exam comes, you have around now 2 months. Exam will be started after 20. Therefore, writing, continuous writing will be the way to get A pass because there is no oral test, you know. This is writing. Grammar, creativity, right? And your style of argumentation will be examined, right? How many words can there be? Nearly. Other thing, language paper you can acquire marks easily, but there are some points. Huh? Now Saturday full day I will discuss language paper. Now today literature, day by day, one day literature, one day language like that. Language also, small grammar mistakes, marks are cut down. Right? They circle, grammar mistake, they circle. You can't write, do write contracted forms? Doesn't, don't, didn't, hasn't, haven't, can't. Do write? Don't write. They circle them and marks are deducted. No? You are not, never to write contracted form. If you want to write do not. If you write don't, they circle them. When there are many red circles, that's a reason for deduction of marks. Imagine they check this with the level of university lecturers. Huh? Yes. Nearly how many words can there be? Other thing, don't cut down, don't erase, don't write. It means clear layout is a positive, right? Not for marking. Nearly how many words?